Welcome back everyone to the channel. A couple of things to go through here before we begin our diverse world, no moving, scrolling or zooming 6th episode, in which we try and break the score of 19626. A pretty good score for this format. But before we begin that, first of all, apologies for not uploading on Wednesday. I was just a bit too ill. I couldn't do it. It wasn't panning out. But on the plus side, in my efforts to make a video, which I think was another 10 country challenge because I was in the zone. Well, I thought I was. I did get an insane guess, so that will make it onto insane guesses. So that's one plus side of Wednesday's efforts. The next thing is I need your help for something. You die-hard fans of the channel. I need you to trawl through your brains and think of your personal favourite, not your favourite moment, but your funniest, the thing that made you laugh the most, your funniest round. It has to be not just something I've said, but, you know, some mad thing that's happened in the round. Like, for example, the nude art class. You know, things that have just led to just a cascade of laughs and chaos. So, yeah, think back. What was your favourite, your maddest, funniest round? Write it down in the comments, and try and like each other's comments as well as much as you can, because that will sift out the crap ones and bring out those peaches. And I'll make a compilation somewhere down the line, because I've got some that I've kept aside myself as well. So that should make a funny compilation for you all to enjoy. But anyway, let's do this. A diverse world, no moving, scrolling, zoom in. I must remember to turn around if it warrants it after I've made my guess, to see if I've made a grave error. Here is our code. Copy that, and let's do this. Let's have some fun. Thought I'd take a little break from urban world, no moving around. It will be straight back, don't you worry. Right. Oh, wow. This is a familiar sight. We're in a city. So this shouldn't be, compared to some of the rounds we might get, too hard. Chico, I've seen that. DM, I've also seen that. I've shopped at DMs before. I think you get them in a few European cities. I think you get them in Austria. I think you get them in Spain, I guess. I don't know. I can't quite remember, but that is definitely... We're in Europe, undoubtedly. Let's check out the cars here. I don't even know what that is. Is that a Mercedes? I think that's a Mercedes. That's a Mini, okay, which, you know, as I've said before, is the most British car ever built, but isn't now British. It's German, as in, you know, it's built in Germany. It's owned by BMW. What is that? A piece of shit. But apart from that, I'm not quite sure. But then we have these two cars here. These old bangers, as I call them. And I think they're Russian/Ukrainian sort of cars. I don't think you'd get them in any European country, really. Not two in a row, anyway. That wasn't Ukraine or Romania or Belarus. But you never get Belarus, do you? So, but then we've got sail here. Why would you have the word sail in Ukraine? So, this is a weird one. It's obviously, it's not Russia. We're in a European country, and the little blue things on the registrations would back that up. Let me rear my head forward, which I haven't said in a while. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have the most glaring clue of them all over here? Something .ro. So it's Romania, which I can believe. I can firmly believe that. I even said earlier, didn't I, a few seconds ago, this could be Romania on account of these two cars. Oh, good. So we're in Romania. All of you will get this. Hopefully, if you don't get that, then bad luck. But you just ain't quite on the ball today. Now, whereabouts in Romania are we? Are we in Bucharest? Are we in Cluj? Where are we? I'm inclined to think we're closer to Ukraine because of these cars. But who knows? I mean, really, who knows? We have more pine trees than you might think. I think north. Yeah, I'm thinking north. So where could that mean? Could that mean in one of these places? Satu Mare, Baia Mare. It's a gamble, isn't it, to go up there? because you're so far from Bucharest. So I'm gonna go for slight middle ground and go Cluj. Napoca. And let's do it. Let's go. We're by a park, aren't we? So I'll humour you. And I'll try and go by a park. I'm struggling to find one. Oh, screw it. Let's just go there. Is that in the middle of Cluj? No, it's not. Down here's the middle. I'm struggling to find the middle. I'll go there. There we go. That sort of adds up. Okay, I'm kind of glad now that I didn't go right up quite so far north. I was totally wrong with my thinking. Craiova is where we were, which I've never heard of. And that is pretty firmly in the south of Romania, but at least we got Romania. Not that we're doing 10 country challenge, but yeah, not too far from the Danube. 4314 points was the score, which is good in any man's book. Well done if you beat that. Lots of you will have beat that because you would have gone Bucharest, you jammy buggers. But in terms of turning around, didn't really need to do it there, did I? Because I knew I was in Romania. Next round, though, coming right up, and it's gonna be it's gonna be harder, I think. Right, shadow here from this post is being cast. I would say, well, obviously west, but slightly north, ever so slightly north. You could even use that as a sundial, couldn't you? Or not a compass. Yeah, a compass. You could probably work out that is 5 or 10 degrees to the north, whatever that is. I did learn it all in Scouts. West, north, or something like that. But so I'm thinking Europe. Car here driving on the right. He's right. Solar power, not solar power, wind power. Okay, so what country in the Mediterranean, which is where I'm going to stick my head out and say that we are. I'm going to say we're not in America. Mainly because this old wall here, I mean, you wouldn't get that in America, would you? Would you get it in Mexico? Maybe, I don't know. But we have a Renault. Is that a Renault Laguna? It's an old Renault, I think. Wind power. You wouldn't get wind power in America, would you? Trump wouldn't stand for that. He'd sooner knock them all down, wouldn't he? But yeah, all things here are pointing to Mediterranean. But what country would have lots of wind power? When I say lots of wind power, I know we can only see about 5 wind turbines, but you've got to assume that because of the fact that we are looking at them, that there's lots more. You know, it'd be pretty unlikely that we're looking at the only 5 wind turbines in this country. I don't know. I don't think you would have lots of wind power in countries like Croatia, which is where I think is an option. I'm thinking, and I really don't know, but I'm getting the vibe that you might get a lot of wind power in Portugal. Whether I've seen a statistic that they're a leader in wind power, I doubt. Maybe I'm just thinking you're going to get a lot of wind coming in off the Atlantic. Yeah, I'm going to go Portugal, despite the obvious risks of it being so far from Croatia, Greece, Italy. I'm going to do it anyway, and I'm going to say that we're quite far south because it looks quite arid. So it's not Mediterranean in that sense, but I'm going to be even riskier and go further south, so even further away, and so that we're down here somewhere. So this could either be really wrong or incredibly right. Let's do it. Oh, I can turn around. Let's turn around here. I've made my guess, can't change that. Okay. Well, this could be Spain or it could be Portugal. Or a number of other places. But I'm fairly happy with my guess, to be honest. And there are more than 5 wind turbines, so that's something. I'm fairly happy with my guess here. So let's do it. Oh, man. Okay, we were in Sardinia. But, all things considered, That is pretty damn good, isn't it? I mean, we would have been punished if we were in Croatia or Greece, for sure. We were punished to some extent. I mean, we were almost 1,000 miles away. But it is what it is. I'm no regrets there. No regrets. There wasn't too much to go on. So we were in the beautiful island of Sardinia, which is owned by Italy, of course. So next round, here we come. Score is okay. It's not amazing. Now, here, this is an interesting one. We have snow over there, which is pretty crucial here. We are in the northern hemisphere because the shadow of the Google car is being cast firmly to the north, so the sun is in the south. So we are in the northern hemisphere, but we have, crucially, snow on this mountain. Surely you don't get snow in Mexico. Surely. Surely not. So that would put us somewhere more like Kyrgyzstan, maybe. Turkey, I think you can get snow in Turkey. Maybe you can get snow in Mexico, but those mountains don't look that tall. So not only do we have snow, but we have it on a mountain that isn't really that huge. I haven't even seen snow in Mexico either way. But in the north of Turkey, you can get snow because I've seen it, and it's thrown me off before. But I think I would be more happy with Kyrgyzstan because you get the cold winds coming down from Siberia, and I think the winters here would be a lot colder. We can see a little bit of road, and it's a pretty basic cracked road, which might imply that it freezes over sometimes. So yeah, I'm thinking Kyrgyzstan. It could be Mongolia, this. We can't see the Google card to see if it has a pack on it. So we could be in Mongolia. Yeah, we could, I guess. Could be in Kazakhstan. Could be in a lot of places, guys. But I'm going to go for Kyrgyzstan because that's what I've been saying the most. So Bishkek, let's go near Bishkek. We've got mountains over there. They're not huge mountains, but I want to go in the north either way. Where do we have mountains to the north? Well, here, I guess. Yeah, on the border of Kazakhstan. I'm going to go on this little tiny road here. Here goes nothing. Really not hopeful for a good points haul here, but here goes nothing. Wow. Oh my God. 66 miles away. It was Kyrgyzstan. That is amazing. I mean, wow, 4720 points. I'm so happy with that. Kyrgyzstan is a country, I guess, that I have had at least 10 times whilst playing a diverse world. Yeah, Mappa likes to include it, but he also likes to include a lot of other countries like Turkey, Mongolia. He loves both of those. He loves Kazakhstan too. So that's got to go down as a good old guess. And that's 3 down. Didn't move around again, did I? Never mind. It didn't matter. Next one. This is the 4th round now. And we are on to beat 19,626. Very much so. Okay. God, there's no rest here. There's no rest for the brain. For the poor, poor brain that's taken a beating this week. Oh, right, we've got fir trees, pine trees, Christmas trees, whatever you want to label them as. But then we have these wispy kind of Russian-y, birchy kind of trees, I guess. So there's both of those things. I feel like with this round, I know it, but I just can't put my finger on it. I guess I'm thinking that we could very easily be in Russia, which is bad. It is bad. It's the grass. Look how the grass goes off up there, and as far as the eye can see, and it's not luscious. It's not luscious, but we are in the winter, because look at these trees. So we're in the winter. Trees are bare, so that would explain the colour of the grass. In the summer, this might be more green, the grass. So that's one thing to consider. Haven't really got much information on the road. And in terms of the sun, I don't think we've got anything, have we? In terms of the sun. Is it over there? Oh, I hope not, because that would mean that the sun would be in the north and we would be in the southern hemisphere. That would not be good, because that would put us in Argentina or something like that. No, I'm going to say that we're in... Oh, God. Could we be in Argentina? I'm just judging on these little crevices here, the fact that you can see the shadow. But to be honest, you're looking into a hole. So I don't think there's anything in that. I think everywhere is equally light. There's no shadows here. And if you can see a shadow, it's because you're looking into a hole. So I need to just go with my instinct here. We could be in Sweden. Could be in Scandinavia. This is tough, man. This is really tough. I'm out of practice at this. So I'm really, really struggling. I've just come back to it after, a couple of months out, and it's really tough. Not being able to move. Good grief. So it's winter. Just looking in at the map desperately here for some inspiration. I guess we could be in Scandinavia, couldn't we? We could be in Norway. I might guess Norway. Might be wrong here, but I'm gonna go for Norway. This could be cataclysmically wrong. I am gonna stick my head out there again and say that we might be at the very southern tip of, not the very southern tip, but South Argentina, Patagonia. Don't really know about these trees. I'm sure they exist down there, but I'm gonna go for Norway. I'm not gonna go too far north because of these trees. And yeah, I'm gonna go here. Roald Dahl. This could be awful. Here we go. Oh, it is awful. It's the USA. Good God. Didn't even consider the USA, did I? So we've caught the USA in winter, just east of Grantsville, on the National Freeway number 68 and 40. No, it's the 68. My God, what state are we in there? We are in Maryland, near the border of Pennsylvania. And I had a feeling that could be awful, and it was, and I forgot to turn around again. So sorry. But that is it's pretty bad when you look at how far north I went and how far south it actually was. Last round. Okay, so this is to get a half decent score of, potentially in the 15,000s now. So we've had a mixture of good and bad. Now, in this round, we have cacti, these weird, funny-looking cacti. We don't have a lot else. We have this bush, we have this wall. We have a shadow from the Google car camera itself, the very contraption that took this image. And yeah, so that proves that we are in the northern hemisphere. Yay! So I'm thinking Mexico for this. We've got aloe vera things over there, or whatever they are. Might even be the cacti that's used to make tequila. But then we have these trees, which I don't really like. These ones, which is making me think, well, we could be in Europe. I don't think you would get those in Mexico as much, which is a bit shit. Bloody hell, this is tough. This ain't easy, is it? I just forget which trees are in which country. And because of that, we might be on for an awful score again. Could we be in Spain here, or Italy? do you get these in Spain? I'm going to say no. I'm going to rule out Europe. But it's these trees here. It's obviously winter again because they've got no leaves on these ones. This one here as well. Would you get those trees in Mexico? Good grief. I don't know. We can't be down here in Peru or anything because of the shadow. Could you get these in Spain? I guess you could. This is the problem we're faced with now. So it's Spain now versus Mexico. Spain or Portugal or something like that versus Mexico. Oh, God. What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to go for Spain. I might live to regret this. I really might. But I'm going to do it. This could be Mexico, guys. Here we go. Oh, it wasn't Mexico. It was Italy. Okay, which I did sort of allude to it, that it might be Italy. So very southern Italy. I've got to say, the overwhelming feeling is relief that I didn't get the wrong continent again, two rounds in a row. I'm also kind of happy with the latitude there. That's pretty good. Yeah, pretty spot on in terms of latitude, but 2225 points, 930 miles. It's kind of similar to the first round where we guessed Portugal. It was Iberian Peninsula where I've gone. Yeah, it's kind of, so it was Portugal to Sardinia, Spain to Italy. Kind of a bit of a pattern there. But let's view the summary. I can't be too disheartened overall. 13,608. It's so hard to get a great score on this format. And it's so hard, clearly, to remember to turn round after I've made my guess. Maybe next time, if I do this again in the near future, I'll try and get in the habit of doing that. But the Romania and Kyrgyzstan guesses were decent. And these weren't too bad either, all things considered. You've got so little to go on. Well done, guys, if you beat me. Please write down a little monologue, a little description of how you did. I enjoy reading through them. But as always, do be honest. It's always good to be honest in life. Things have more value when you're honest. When you lie, things have no value. So just remember that, kids. But yeah, that was a fun little game to kickstart the weekend. Hope you all have a good one. I think next Friday I will return to the quest of getting a perfect score on No Moving Urban World. So you can look forward to that. And on Monday, I'm going to get 10. I'm going to get 10 countries, that is, on 10 country challenge. So I'll see you on Monday, folks. Have a great weekend. Ta-da.